If it's not a family member, you can't take money from anybody or you're going to be punished for it and possibly lose your eligibility to go play pro.
It's been one of the most enforced principal rules of the NCAA. College athletes cannot accept money or endorsements while in school. It's a fundamental of amateur sports.
Now, one Oklahoma lawmaker is working to change all that. 2Works View's Travis Guillory takes a 360 look at the efforts to allow student athletes to capitalize on their skills.
As we go 360, we hear from a soon-to-be college athlete, the Oklahoma lawmaker wanting to let players profit, the NCAA's response to efforts to legalize amateur players getting money for endorsements for their play, and we'll hear from a former college football player.
Being able to play at the level that I played at, it's a real blessing to have that gift.
A gift Tracy Moore used to get a scholarship to Oklahoma State University, becoming a star wide receiver for the Cowboys, excelling on the field.
The player is excelling and, is bringing in profit. I think he or she should be able to profit from what they're doing.
That's why Oklahoma Representative Mickey Dolenz, a former college and Olympic athlete himself, is proposing a new bill this legislative session. While it's not a matter of universities paying students, House Bill 3347 would allow college athletes to get paid for the use of their name, image, or likeness.
This is them using their own skills and talent to market in a free market and capitalize on those skills and talents.
An idea formulated from his Olympian days.
And I realized Olympians don't receive any salary, but they are allowed to receive endorsements. And so I took this Olympic model and applied it to the NCAA, where you still keep the spirit of amateurism, but you're allowing students to also profit off their own name, likeness, and image.
Under the proposal, they could sell an autograph, host a camp and clinic, and charge a fee, monetize their YouTube accounts, just like everyone else on campus.
If there's a student on an academic scholarship and they're an English major, and they write a best-selling book, and their book starts to sell, they don't have to give up their academic scholarship.
It's a similar bill to the Fair Pay to Play Act passed in California in September of last year, sidestepping one of the NCAA's fundamental rules about college sports. The NCAA sent a letter to California's governor at the time saying it would erase the critical distinction between college and professional athletics, and because it gives those schools an unfair recruiting advantage, would result in them eventually being unable to compete in NCAA competitions. 2Works View reached out to the NCAA for this story multiple times, but our messages were never returned, so we obtained information on their website. A month after the California bill passed, the NFL Players Association and National College Players Association announced that they would explore ways to ensure college athletes get a share of revenue from the sale of their name, image, and likeness, putting pressure on the NCAA, whose Board of Governors voted unanimously the very next day to explore playing ball.
They already acknowledged that they would reduce restrictions on endorsement for student athletes.
NCAA Chairman Michael Drake said in a statement, "We must embrace change to provide the best possible experience for college athletes."
However, they didn't give a clear path forward or a timeline.
That's where Dolenz's bill comes in, expediting that process and giving an effective date. It's an idea that would have helped Tracy Moore during his OSU days.
And I have people that are OSU fans that still order, and I'll send off shirts sent them to California, sent them to Stillwater, you know what I mean? So, if I'm profiting now off of it, I could just imagine when I was playing and actually, relevant still, how many I could have sold. You don't have time to get a job. You don't have time to do anything but play football, really.
Something Jenks student McKenna Birch, who just signed to play basketball at the University of Tulsa, already knows.
Although, tuition is a gift, athletes don't have a lot of time just to work outside of their sport.
Representative Dolenz says his bill would especially benefit female athletes like McKenna, who don't have as many opportunities to go pro and get compensated.
We don't really get paid the same amount in the work area, so I feel like it would help a lot just for women all around the world, for college athletes, for sure.
So the clock is ticking. States are taking it upon themselves to pass laws allowing college athletes to accept payments and endorsements, while the NCAA is trying to figure out how to regulate it. But according to the NCAA website, the action taken by California likely is unconstitutional, and it suggests other states like Oklahoma passing similar legislation would be harmful, with different states having different rules. Again, we tried to reach out to officials with the NCAA, but we didn't get any responses. Now, according to their website, the organization says members in each division are going to be coming up with their own guideline recommendations, which they'll then present to the Board of Governors later on in April. Now, the NCAA is mainly concerned with making sure that the new guidelines follow a student model and not a professional model. Those codes could be in place, they say, by sometime early next year. But as for an Oklahoma law, well, Representative Doutland is proposing his bill during this current legislative session, which started today, and he expects it to pass with bipartisan support. Travis Guillory, 2 Works for You.